gigabytes. Yeah, I'm putting a lot of shit up on your network because, god damn it, a lot of shit's about you. And I've been trying to do a live broadcast for a while now, but finally I decided on a whim, a technologist hunch. Keep trying the same thing over and over again. If it's not working, you better be trying something different or you're just freaking insane. I rebooted the phone, I repowered the phone, I've done some other things, and I could not get through their wall to do a live broadcast. I felt like I was on an apple with a circling ball. YouTube, that's just insane. You should talk to the city of Santa Monica about knocking that shit off. And if I don't sue them, we should both sue them. I'll sue Santa Monica with you, Google. They're fucking blocking stuff they shouldn't be blocking, in my professional opinion. On another note, Santa Monica, we should sit down and start to mitigate some of your damages because they're becoming astro-frickin-nomical, and I will collect every penny you frickin' crooked cops stole from me. And then I'm going to make sure you're buried in a federal prison as promised. You thought I was full of shit and joking? When you tried to throw me in the nut hut and do a 5150 on my ass, and I convinced them less than 18 hours that if I wasn't out of there, people were getting hurt and it wasn't Kurt. And it wasn't going to be force-fed the drugs you try to get them to put into me so you could get me to babble shit that you wanted to come in and question me about later. Go fuck yourself. When I say I do high-level intelligence, you dipshits, I know exactly what the fuck you were doing when you surrounded me when I was the victim of someone trying to knife me and you take me to a psych ward. Yeah, dumb shits. And how about the time I was roofied by one of your undercovers and then robbed for my racing bike, all kinds of stuff, you assholes. And then you put in the record that I was running naked in the street and I assaulted fire department people. And you kept me in jail for 5 days. That didn't show up on the record either. Oh, there's going to be so much shit for you to pay for, and you never let me call an attorney. You never read me my Miranda. You treated me like fucking dog shit. You told me I don't belong here. I've lived here in houses where it's none of your fucking business. Why do I want you guys coming to my house so you can rifle through that too? Like you've rifled through every other aspect of my life and you brought up bullshit charges with the DA and had me thrown in jail for 2 months on $500,000 on warrants on bullshit trumped up misdemeanors that you dropped 99% of them just because they were such horseshit. And I was almost ready to sit in jail for a year just so I could shove it deeper in your ass. But I have a concert for world peace to do and I'm tired of dickheads like you in my way. So I'm just going to run you right the fuck over publicly because I am tired of your horseshit. You people are running the drugs and sex trade here. There's no motherfucking question about it. You notice those FBI vans? And by the way, you dipshits, if you think you're a smartass when you tell a guy like me who's worked in broadcast his entire life and worked in global intelligence that you've been running flagship Wi-Fi's on beaches saying you're FBI and you're not, do you know how long you'll spend in a federal prison if that is in fact factually correct? That's not even a fucking joke, dude. Impersonating a federal officer or an official is a goddamn serious offense. Now, I'm clear if anybody listens and shuts off the voices in your head long enough to hear what the hell I'm saying. Hello, good morning. It's Saturday. It's 420 weekend. Why don't you burn one and sort out your own problems today and stop judging everyone else, you critical, self-centered, self-righteous pricks. Help people out today. Go out of your way to find someone in need. Take clothes out of a closet you haven't been wearing. Shit out of your garage that you're just cluttering up your house with anyway. Clear the junk out of your life and give it to people in need who will repurpose stuff. I'm about to educate you on stuff that you should have known since childhood, but since most of you seem to have failed everything since childhood, including how to have ethics, morals, scruples, being a person of your word, having integrity, and honoring boundaries. I've been clear with everyone from day one when I've met you. I don't give a shit if you work at the White House, the Kremlin, an ambassador. Every person I've met, I've been real clear about don't lie to me about anything. And if you didn't hear that, then you weren't fucking listening. And that's on you, not on me. But I will tell you this about that. If I find you've been one of the people behind terrorizing me over the last several decades around the planet and stealing my intellectual property and pirating my companies going back pre 1999, I'm going to come and party on you like Prince and the new generation up your ass. I'll be your purple motherfucking rain. I warned you. Now there's a brief amnesty period. Uncle Kurt's willing to forgive, but not forget. And if you really want to mitigate the damage, then you should not only get me my shit back, but you should sit down and arrange to meet with me in person before my birthday on May 31st, 2018. Uncle Kurt turns 59. He's dedicating the next year of his life for a concert for world peace and other true stories about his life, whether the world was ready to hear him or not. I frankly, Scarlett, don't even care anymore. I think it's time you sheeple wake up and stop drinking the stuff from your churches and your, overly holy inspired leaders of government or anything. I think it's time you realize you were born alone and you're going to answer at the end of time alone for your own actions. And you're not going to be able to fault your government, your mom, your dad, your dog, or anybody else. This is not a dress rehearsal. Life is in motion, and you're an active participant on this planet, whether you're an alien, reptilian, or whatever the fuck you are. I don't frankly care, Scarlett. Pick up after your dumbass and other people and help out. Set an example. Yes, I make mistakes. There are times I litter, but look what I'm littering with. Things that are biodegradable. Now, once in a while, I may do something to agitate some people with things that I wouldn't normally do, but it's only to get you to start to react to life, because I am so tired of trying to save the planet alone. I'm not a superhero. I want to be a superhero. Rockstar, hell yeah. Into the arts, the heart of Earth. Earth, E-A-R-T-H, Earth, art. The art of humanity is what I'm here to preserve, if there's any left. That's on you. Now, I did meet Angie. God, girl, you changed my world. And thank you for being exactly who you are and coming up at that moment. And my biggest regret is I wasn't rolling tape on you rolling up, and just the whole interaction of us and the long dramatic pause and taking off the headphones and making it clear your arrival was here, that the goddess had arrived. And I had not even known your name yet or what you had done. She just flew in from Amsterdam. Angie is the Angie. If you Google Rolling Stone and the Rolling Stones tour, I think she said 2016 with Bernard Fowler and Mick. And she showed me pictures and Keith and everybody. Charlie. I mean, guys, I need your help on this concept for world peace. I have talked to Bernard about it, and he did say he would share with you guys, and this is a formal invitation. I'm going to talk to Aerosmith, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin. The list is long, and it's on Disaster Relief Channel on YouTube, and I've been marking key songs in even some of the mixes and things that, to me, are so unique and will help send the message of hopefully saving this planet and the art on the planet, because you guys are iconic, and many of you have helped me over the years with different benefits, whether it was Rock for the Americas, where we stopped a war for 4 days. I want to stop a war for a week in 2019. I don't want any wars. I want a whole ceasefire globally from May 31st to 6/6/2019. Yes, it's a little self-indulgence. It's Kurt's 60th birthday. It's 50 years in rock and roll, entertainment, technology, and every other industry, including government, domestic and foreign, that I've consulted in since childhood. I was blessed to have a mother who treated me like Einstein's mother treated him, and always let me know I was a golden boy, and God rest her soul. Irene Mary Gardner Cronin had more high-powered people in the backwoods doing deals on the back washing machine at the dining room table in the den. I was there. I met Hubert Humphrey. I met the leader of the heads of UAW and Teamsters and AFL-CIO and Black Panthers and FBI and Secret Service and everybody. I was born into this. You don't pick who your parents are and where you're born. I didn't pick to be born in Sheboygan, Michigan, which I used as a joke. I'm a son of the beach. I am. I grew up on beaches in northern Michigan and rode horses and had chickens and cows and rabbits and a farm. I'm a farm boy from in the woods of the nearest city, Sheboygan, Michigan, where I hail from. Was born at Sheboygan Memorial Hospital, May 31st, 1959. I have tried to get IMDb to put my age correct. I'm proud of being 59, you know, for the amount of shit I've been through and as much as I've had my ass kicked around the world in entertainment. Thank you, so you guys we need to talk about India. We need to settle that contract issue. Or you guys will never. Anyway, well, call me, Sony. John and others there. We need to speak. Uncle Kurt is going to be ringing us soon in Gulf City. We'll mitigate it there. I do have issues with a lot of the domestic networks right now. I'll be really freaking honest. With few exceptions, NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, CNN, even BBC, were leaked a lot of information they could have handled differently and given you better news about the truth. I've dedicated my life to the truth. I don't give a shit about lying because my life's so goddamn complicated that if I lie, I get killed anyway. I can't worry about having to remember lies when I do the type of work I do. I work in intelligence, which is an oxymoron. I keep on thinking it's everyone but us. As a patriot, as an American citizen, as a human being, as a humanitarian, as a filmmaker, as a documentary maker, as a whatever you want to call me, as an asshole. Maybe it's a thing for guys from Michigan, because isn't that other guy who does controversial films, did 911, Fahrenheit, and all that? I know his name. I'm kind of toying because he's another Michigan guy. He's from Traverse City area up over here by Sheboygan. And I worked in broadcasting all over northern Michigan. And I do know him. And I've gone to his speeches and lectures at UCLA. I also, around the time I was sitting in the Foreign Trade Agreement hearings with the Trade Commission and M-Bank and MX Bank, Import-Export Bank, and the Chinese Trade Commission, the Federal Trade Commission, and others, and me there from ABC as a spokesperson about intellectual property. Intellectual property is how we make our living, just like when you do a house or clean or whatever it is you do for a living. You don't want us coming in and stealing from you, so don't steal from us. Besides, the money I make, I don't keep. I put it into Disaster Relief Inc. Disaster Relief Inc. is a 501c3. It's a nonprofit NGO. An NGO is a non-government organization that works with the UN and governments around the world for humanitarian interests and humanitarian rights. I'm very much into sustainable living. I have helped pioneer and fund a lot of technology, including green technologies in the auto industry. And my credits are, I'm not looking for an award here. I'm just saying my credits are deep. I've consulted and I've been blessed beyond anyone's wildest imagination to do the things that I have done. And I am so eternally grateful for a mother who, even though I came from a broken home, and it shit happens, I don't fault my dad for who he was. I'm disappointed at some things he did, and we weren't really close, sadly. that I would have daddy issues. He was what he was. And fortunately, I've been blessed with figures in my career like John Guerin and Chuck Morgan and others who took me under the wing, like father figures, Tim Sabian. It's a long list. John Hare. I mean, it's a long, Don Balukas. It's a long, Nancy Woodman. Charlie Seraphin. Brother, I hope you're okay. I hope the kids are okay. We need to talk about something that happened a long time ago where there was a big misunderstanding and I wasn't really the bad guy. It's just the way it was painted. I can just go on forever and ever, a long list. And Guy Zapolian and Clancy Woods. I mean, that was a really cool opportunity to do Mix 96.5 while I was going through the boys from hell back in Hollywood. I made the mistake of marrying into the White House during the Reagan administration through the Baker clan. James Baker, Howard Baker, Edward Baker. Oh my God. And high-level intel at the same time because Rich Treadway III, probably colonel or general by now, or maybe retired. Rich, where the hell are you? And how's your lovely wife and Sharon? And I'm truly sorry with what happened with Leah in the end there. It was, I didn't feel it was appropriate to attend her funeral, but I wouldn't wish that on anyone. How tragic. And you know, I've even gotten over some hard feelings and some other stuff I may have vented in previous videos. So if you guys can help me on this concept for world peace, bless you. And if it's something I want to stay away from, that's, you know my thoughts on it. I've always been very outspoken, as you know, even at the CIA wedding I went through. Long story, and I've talked about it before. I don't even cover that now. I'm sorry, I'm sidetracking here a little. Reminiscing down memory lane live sometimes can be dangerous for a guy like me. I take pauses sometimes to hopefully not only clear my hearing from whatever those air breaks where they just blew my freaking brains out, but also to maybe give you a second to breathe, because I have had people note to me that I speak very fast at times and it's hard to keep up. And I can go on a long rant for, half hour, an hour at a point. And if you can follow through the whole thing and shut off the noise in your head, you learn a lot. And so I thank the people who have told me that. I also am very acutely aware, for you little moles who have been coming in from different government organizations to make my life more challenging than it already is. Whoever assigned you didn't like you, and I'm not somebody who would want pissed at you, so you might want to rethink your whole position in this and come and talk with me and make an amends quickly before I come and find you. Because some of the bullshit that's come down since I've met some of you people and mysterious things that occurred, I think there's enough hard evidence that would put you in a federal prison for a long time if there's a misunderstanding on my part. And that's not something that's a good idea. But, hey, I'm just, I document things a lot. So when you tell me things, I document it. You can bank on it. And for you assholes who think you're going to hurt me because I'm a snitch or something, I'm not a snitch. I do not work for anyone. Officially, I am retired. Fucking assholes. I'm just the most working retired person you've ever seen. I really retired back in the 90s. No, early 90s. I actually retired. Wow, I did do that too. Shit. In the early 90s, I had done everything I had wanted to do and more, except, some family matters, and I can't change that. Hopefully time will, but if not, the Creator's will be done. And besides, this is only now. It's in the moment. It's temporary. It's but a fleck of time in the dust and wind from infinity to infinity, all time running parallel in the Akashic records. Everything I'm talking about, by the way, is documentable. You might have to do some research, boys and girls, because I'm not going to spell everything out for you. There's not enough time. trying to get to salient stuff quickly and not cycle ramble. So please make notes. And you might want to go back and rewatch some stuff and take some notes. Anything I've told you, Doomsday Monuments, Heart Project, Plantax, CERN, is for the benefit of humanitarianism and the preservation of the earth, which isn't just humankind, it's all life forms. Just a thought. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you have to stop and change your whole diet and everything. That's on you. You decide what works for you. But if you educate yourself to, I do a lot of protein, fishes, meats, poultry, whatever. So I'm not criticizing that, but I make sure whether I'm on greens or leans or whatever I'm on, it's the cleanest stuff I can get my hands on at the time. Now, limited resources, sometimes I have to go ask, others in the world how they can help or find places that are willing to help and be resourceful. It's not better than pointing fingers at everybody. You know what? Doesn't matter how much money I'm worth. If I'm being robbed on a regular basis by crooked cops, snitches, bitches, and witches, criminals with badges, a film about Santa Monica and LAPD gone rogue. Well, I'm not hanging out doing stuff like that, or other homeless films that I've done over the years. I've done many documentaries, and some of them have not been released because footage has been stolen. So our government doesn't want some of the shit out again. I have a tendency of shooting things that my government doesn't like. Let's just be honest, guys. Nobody wanted the footage out of, that country where you got, these guys, and those guys with you guys all putting stuff there and then taking it here and around the world. I did 3 life sentences for that, you pricks, for trying to tell the truth. But, hey, I'm still here today. It's all on how you negotiate the art of the deal, isn't it? But that's how we also stopped a war for 4 days, the art of the deal. Because when I flew down to Central America on an all-expense paid trip from ABC, yay! Oh, and by the way, ABC, what the hell in Disney have you done with the switchboard? It's outsourced now. I called tonight and it was the biggest sigh I've made in a long time in broadcast history. That and maybe I don't think NBC's done the same, honestly. And I don't know what CBS is. I do and I don't. And it just surprised me. You're outsourcing your switchboard, and a lot of your former employees, by the sound of it, because everyone I asked for at ABC who was there not long ago, I thought none of them work there anymore. I don't know that I blocked by all of that. Maybe I just got a wrong outsourcer. It just gave me piss poor information. I'll have to check back on Monday. But what happened to Roxanne Davison and Adam Davison? I just got up to the Davises. I didn't even go further after that. I was like, okay, I know Jeff Davis isn't there, but anywho. I am reaching out to certain key people, and if you're having trouble reaching me, because I've been off grid for a couple years, 4 or 5, who knows, I'm losing track now. I pop in and out, and you hear creepy stuff from some people who are spreading a lot of bullshit about me. Oh, who gives a shit? I don't even care anymore. You guys can do whatever you want. Judge me however you want to. But for those who want to get off your ass and help us broadcast this concert for world peace, I need an army of professionals, and I need you right now. Now, I realize my emails are all overly flooded right now, and you can't get through. So we're going to put up another one, and I'll announce what that is soon. And please, people, don't send any junk mail to it, or I will just block you so you can't use that email address. I don't have any more bandwidth for crap email. If it's important, send it to me. If it's real, send it to me. Don't send me promotional bullshit about things I would never even think of using. If you have services that you can use or help to render for the Concert for World Peace for translation, for 360 broadcast, work bans, insurance, vending, security. It's a long list. We need an army of people to do this, especially if we do the amount of locations that I've indicated. And my close advisors have told me, no, try and just do one, and they're probably correct. But, let's see how far I can get with it. And if we can't even, if we can't get this thing put together for even one, we're screwed anyway. World War III will happen because you're world leaders and know you don't really care enough to stand up to them and say enough with wars. Enough with fake news. Enough with you lying to people and taking advantage and feeling that you're entitled to take advantage of we the people anywhere in any country because you're the gift of the world. Go fuck yourself. You're not. You're a human being being a frickin' asshole, and you need to stop it. Needless killings to cover up your bullshit doesn't make you a better person. In the end of time, you will still go straight to hell. So I don't know what you're thinking, how you're going to get away from it, unless, of course, you like the hell concept and darkness and eternal wailing and whatever fairy tale stories you guys have told each other about your religions. I'm here to tell you, I'm tight with the Creator. We talk every day. And you're not going to reverse engineer that code ever. And everything I've said previously about extinctions and how many planets were here with life or in other universes, I still stand by all of that. What are you guys standing by? Your guns, your phone calls, that you can push buttons, that you're so impotent, that you're draining the swamp, draining your own bank accounts. Guess what? I think enough people have had it that if you keep pushing enough buttons, people are going to just stand up and rise against you and your armies or whatever. There's only so far you can push people, including to extinction. If they wake up in time, they might actually surprise you. God, wouldn't that just throw the whole goddamn game plan off for all you guys? I know, maybe you can speed it up a little. I notice a lot more chemtrails. Donald Trump, seriously, when you look yourself in the mirror every day and the lies you've told about you and Putin and your dysfunctional relationships, I think it's time you both put all of your assets, listings, public records for the UN War Crimes Commission and for the world at large, so we can know how much you've stolen from so many people around the world, so we can make sure every country is fairly repaid for the damages people like you have caused. I know you really weren't ready for that. There's a lot to swallow for a Saturday morning. Are you choking now? Well, I know you're not saying good things right now, hearing this. But more will be revealed. I'm Kurt Kelly, working on a concert for world peace. If you'd like to help us, reach me at +1 424 414 8517 or Disaster Relief Inc. And you can send things for donations, artifacts, collectibles, whatever, recycle stuff that's of value, intrinsic value that we can auction off ahead of time. We need to raise a lot of money, and we need a lot of people to help. And it's time for you to pitch in now and help. Disaster Relief Inc., an NGO, IRS registered, state of Michigan. You can send your donations to Disaster Relief Inc., 11,000 Wilshire Boulevard, number 24, 1971. It is a federal building. Los Angeles, California, USA 90024. You can also send it to my attention until further notice if you're in the Midwest, or if you would prefer to do that. Of course, I won't see it for a long time. Oh, dude, get out of here. Oh, dude. Santa Monica PD had me set up with so much horse shit. Most of it got dropped just when they could get me to cop the plea to horse shit. They were trying to get me to spend a year in county jail while they were threatening me. Oh, dude, you heard. I was downtown trying to get my shit back, about $30,000 stuff from City Hall, from LAPD or Santa Monica, or whoever got it this time.
And they wouldn't let me have it, and wouldn't let me have it the third day. So I went like this, literally, hand just like this. And I tapped the window at City Hall. It fractured. I was like Arnold. I put my fist through the window without trying. It's a timing thing. And I forgot about that timing thing because I know how to do that. And I was just trying to get an officer to come to the door to say, hey, I've been here all day trying to get my shit. Instead, they put me in handcuffs, threw me right back in jail, put me in a cell with no water for 3 days. They had sewage back up. They didn't come and clean it out. I had sewage in there for 3 days, and I only got 2 meals. And then they also gave me a groin hernia. Oh, they hurt me bad, dude. I'm going to sue the fuck out of these assholes. They stole cell phones. They stole all my weed. They even took my goddamn new passport that I just got. Everything. I have nothing. What I have is somebody else's clothes on right now until I can get some money. This time, because I was out, and then they arrested me for another week, and I go cop for more. Oh, I've got more court cases, too. Thanks to these assholes. I got them all over the fucking state through this identity theft. I have cases in Compton. I haven't been in Compton in 20 fucking years. I have a case out in Victorville. I have a case in, and a lot of them are driving without a license. No one can tell me what the fuck I was driving. I haven't had a car in 2 years because both of my cars were stolen. But,
wait, huh?
Oh, dude, this is just insane. And so I'm gonna sue the fuck out of them. I'm gonna go find an attorney, and I'm just gonna fucking burn them out in federal court. I'm done. I was actually talking about some of this stuff when you rolled up, and I just realized this is still taping. So let me shut this down so we can get caught up. I was looking for you the other day. Oh, dude, I am so fucking pissed. I'm gonna fucking